Welcome to Fur Family Focus, a YouTube channel where we will explore not only pet ownership, but ways that you can take this opportunity to bond further with your fur baby. Also ways that fur families can spend time together in meaningful ways and make the most of the opportunities you have to share the love and joy you have for your fur baby while allowing them to fully reciprocate that love. One of the items we'll be focusing on are people who are getting a new puppy and preparing for a new puppy, and those of you who may have a new fur baby, whether it's a puppy you got from a breeder or if you got your fur baby from a rescue. In any case, preparing for a new fur family member is very important, and it's something that must be taken seriously in order for the fur baby's life to be as enhancing to yours as you will be in your new fur baby's. In this video, we're going to talk just a little bit about preparing for a new puppy to come home. One of the first things I would think you would need to do is to definitely get everything on the supply list. If you're not getting your puppy from a breeder, that you can ask about the items that will be used in the breeder's home or kennel, then check with your shelter where you are acquiring your puppy so that you can keep his food and his bedding and all of the items he is exposed to as consistent as possible for the first 30 days. Those first 30 days are imperative to setting the precedence of consistency that you want to have with your new fur family member. The next thing I would suggest would be preparing for introductions. Whether it's introducing your new fur family member to the other human members of the family, or introducing them to the other fur babies or caged animals that are existing in your family. Plan ahead for this. There are many videos that will give you assistance with the best way to do this. The best suggestion I can give you is to take it slowly. Really let nature just evolve and allow their relationships to form naturally. Whether it's a human toddler or a 2 or 3-year-old fur baby, allow everyone to have the time and the space they need to welcome the new fur family member to your family. Rushing this process will only hinder the beautiful relationships that are going to blossom. The third tip I would give you is to prepare for emergencies from the very beginning. I remember bringing home my first puppy and shortly after having to leave my home when I needed to have it sprayed for insects. For instance, just trying to get him into the crate or the carrier spur of the moment was very difficult. One thing that can help avoid this kind of situation is introducing your fur baby to the carrier multiple times in the first 30 days. During that time, leave the carrier out and open, put toys inside, and at some points put a treat inside, put your fur baby inside, and for the first time, just close the door gently, let him or her finish the treat, and come out on their own. This way, their associations with their travel carrier or crate will be positive, and they will know that going on a trip, whether it's short and planned or spur of the moment, isn't going to turn into an emergency situation. As your baby gets more comfortable being in the kennel or crate for travel, increase the duration of the time that you close the door and lock it while they're in there. I would start with just 10 seconds of allowing them to have some treats that would take them about that long to finish while the door is locked. When your fur baby turns around and notices that the door is locked, they may have a few minutes of confusion. Allow that to dissipate, and once they have calmed down, immediately open the carrier and allow them to come out and give them more love and treats. This will let them know that as long as they are calm in the carrier is going to be a place that they will be able to eventually get back out of. As you increase the time from maybe 10 seconds on the first time to up to 1 and 5 minutes, your baby will become more and more familiar and comfortable with staying completely calm in the carrier. This will be advantageous for many situations, especially when you need to take your baby to the vet, or if you need to leave the home quickly, or if you just want someone coming over and you need to put your baby in a very safe, contained location, even if it's just for a few minutes. Once they know that staying quiet and calm inside the carrier is a good thing, I would refresh this intervention or activity once or twice a month ongoing with lots of rewards. And if you do see that your baby is regressing and maybe not as eager or does not remember their positive kennel or crate travel experience, then remind them by refreshing them with a few more of those type of trainings or interventions so that they can learn that the crate is just as safe as being in your arms. That's definitely the feeling we want them to have if they're traveling. The next step with crate identification and really relaxing in there is to take them on short drives in their crate or travel kennel. This will give them the opportunity to see what it will be like if they're going to the vet or if they are going out of town before that actually occurs. Start off with just 2-minute drives around your neighborhood nearest your home. While you are riding, turn the radio on and make it a very normal riding situation. This way your baby will become acclimated with the natural sounds, both human and sounds from your car, that will happen in the event you are traveling with them in their kennel or carrier. Another tip I would give you, the fourth tip, would be to really observe the personality and behaviors of your new fur family member. It's so easy for us to just think about their needs for pottying and eating without really giving credit to the fact that they are individuals. Each individual fur family member is going to be different, even if they are from the same litter or come from the same family previously. In either case, be sure to respect the boundaries that your fur baby seems to be setting. If you can tell they do not like to be petted or touched first thing in the morning, try to respect those boundaries. If you notice that your fur baby enjoys chew toys and never plays with their squeaky toys, consider only buying toys that they have shown interest in the past and toys similar to those. One thing I suggest often to new fur families who are acquiring a puppy, whether it is a rescue or an adult dog, is to have a toy rotation. One reason this works so well with fur babies is because they are very inspired with anything new. Just like they like to chew on the remote or want to get a hold of your cell phone, we want them to think that their toys are just as intriguing. The best way to do this is to introduce them to sets of toys with different sensory levels in groups. One example would be if I am trying to find out what kind of toys my new fur baby is going to be most interested in, I would include at least these 3 types. Types that are edible or semi-edible, made of either natural wood or non-rawhide or something that is digestible and edible slowly. A different toy that makes a sound, whether it's a squeak or if it has some form of a squeaker in there. And the third kind of toy would be a plush toy. So out of those 3, see which toys your baby is most interested in and keep those 3 toys in rotation until you find out which ones are his or her favorite toy. These are just the 4 steps that I can start off with for tips for bringing home a new puppy or fur baby. With every fur family, the best thing we can do is focus on the relationships. Really focus on the valuable quality time you have together to make memories with your new fur baby. It's these memories that will last you a lifetime and allow you to look back at the early days with your new fur family member. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to know who my audience is now that I have started this channel. The best way for me to learn would be for you to hit the subscribe button and then leave a comment. Let me know your name or where you're from, or even better yet, give me the name of your fur family members. If you don't have any yet, let me know who's on the way. I would love to celebrate those items with you. This is absolutely an open dialogue. At Fur Family Focus, I want to help you enhance the relationships with the fur babies in your life and those that may be coming. Thank you for tuning in. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I look forward to us chatting and being together in the future.